Well, if you want high-stakes football with a decided edge, you've come to the right place. Two teams who embody success, both with huge followings, about to cross paths. Stay tuned for all the live action from Anfield. It's Liverpool against Arsenal. Well, you could almost put this scene on a postcard. Sun shining brightly at Anfield, absolutely perfect. My name is Derek Ray, and ready with his tactics board to provide all the analysis is Stuart Robson.
Hello, welcome back to Armchair Armory, and it's the first time in a while that I've been back doing one of these things. It's been a very, very tumultuous and mental time these past few months. I've had to change things quite slightly in terms of like the output of the channel and that kind of stuff. So I think going forward, anything Armchair Armory wise that's not going to be on TV, I'll probably just do a FIFA Sim 4, or in the future an EA Sports FC Sim 4, depending on whether they keep the licenses or not after losing FIFA. But yeah, it's just at the moment, for the foreseeable future, it's just going to be a little bit difficult for me to do videos where I appear in them and stuff like that. But anyway, leaving that housekeeping aside, so really big game on Easter Sunday, Liverpool at Anfield. Anfield is probably one of the worst places to go in the Premier League. We all know what happened last season, as shown by the All or Nothing documentary, that Arteta played out "You'll never walk alone" in the Arsenal training ground, and we ended up losing that game 4-0. And if there's three games in the running in these last 9 games that I'm really worried about, or that I'd say I'm most worried about. So this is the first one, obviously, because Liverpool, and being that there's been this weird thing going on with Klopp and Arteta at the moment, that brings into play even more. So we've got that. Liverpool away. We've then got to play Chelsea at home, and I mean, at home it's not too bad. We've got a decent record against them at the Emirates, but every single time Chelsea play kind of, let's say for argument's sake, I'm not saying that this is the case, but let's say for argument's sake, champions elect, they always seem to spoil the party. Man City away, that's why I didn't include it. Man City away, that's a given. I think we're more likely to lose that game than win that game. And the other one is Newcastle away, because it's going to be a really big test of our mental strength to deal with going back to St James's Park 3 games before the end of the season, and whatever position we're in, you know, if we lose ground to City, it might be St James's Park where we have to go and win. And last year we completely crumbled, and obviously that stays with you. So yeah, I'm just really worried about those 4 if you include Man City. But yeah, back to Liverpool. I suppose the positive thing with Liverpool is that they've not had the greatest of seasons this season. They've been very, very under par, compared to, you know, probably being the second best, and in one case in 1920 being the best team in the country. But yeah, they've not been themselves this season compared to previous seasons. I put that down to the fact they've got quite an aging first 11 at the moment. So they're currently sitting in 8th, and their last 5, they won 2, lost 2, and drawn 1. And one of those wins being that massive 7-0 win over Manchester United at Anfield. And that was kind of an anomaly for me. I was saying to somebody the other day that, in a way, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe that Liverpool, the way that they've been this season, and Man United, who have been okay this season, they've not been as near of what Man United used to be, but they've still been good. They've still been okay. Managed to ship 7 past Liverpool that have been, you know, nothing compared to what they were in previous seasons. So it was a bit of a shock. And that's another thing that worries me. Will they turn it up against us? I mean, their last result was a draw against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge, which always, Liverpool-Chelsea at Stamford Bridge always seems to end 0-0 or 1-1. So yeah, will they be like chomping at the bit to kind of destroy us? And they need the points as well. I mean, they are what? Well, depends on Spurs and United's results, I suppose, but at Brighton and Aston Villa's results. But yeah, they're 3 points off of 6th and 6 points off of, or 7 points off of 5th. So yeah, I don't think they're going to catch United, or at this moment in time, despite the fact United lost to Newcastle last week. So I think the possibility is probably the top 4 is probably going to be Arsenal, Man City, Newcastle and United, with Arsenal and Man City being either or 1 or 2. So yeah, but it's going to be a big one. Probably the biggest Easter Sunday weekend for an Arsenal fan that there ever has been, that I can remember in the last like 10 years or something. I think if we win this game, actually I think even if we get a result, City's next game is Southampton on Saturday. Southampton at St Mary's, and they should win that, to be honest. Like, there's no, I can't see Southampton getting anything from them, to be honest. Obviously they beat Liverpool 4-1 last weekend. Excuse me, but yeah, if let's say for example Southampton managed to wrangle a point off of City, and we they'd be on 65, and let's say we drew with Liverpool, we'd still be 8 points clear. But let's say that they drew with Southampton, we'd be, well, what would it be then? They'd be on 65 and we'd be on 75, so we'd be 10 points clear. So, if something like that happens, if it gets to a point where it goes to 10 points, then I'd be like, okay, yeah, this looks like it's on. But you never know with Anfield. Like, Anfield is such a cauldron, it's such a, viperous place to go to, that you never know what's going to happen. Even Liverpool, in the way that they've been playing this season, they could easily do what they did to Man United to us. Like, they've beaten us 4-0 quite a lot at Anfield in the past, like, 6 or 7 years. Like, even before Arteta, in the Emery times, in the Wenger time, in the latter days of Wenger, they've done it over and over again. So I don't see why they wouldn't do it again. And if you watch till the end, you'll see why. See that that's kind of like played out in the algorithm as well on FIFA 23. Because that predicts we're going to get battered, and that might just be because I'm bad at FIFA. But yeah, so it's pretty crazy. I think if I had to predict a result, and I don't really like predicting the results against the so-called Big Six, to be fair, I think we're going to lose, unfortunately. I think this is going to be where we drop points. I mean, I've been kind of saying that every single time we've come up against like a top 6, top 8 team. But I think this is the one where we're going to drop points. It's Anfield. The pressure is on us, because I doubt that City. The pressure probably will be on us because I doubt City are going to lose to Southampton. And it's a place you don't want to go when you need to get points. Basically, when you need to, put up that cushion. There's people that have said to me, "Well, you've got an 8 point gap now. You should do it." But you never know. I mean, all it needs is for us to lose to Chelsea and to Liverpool and Chelsea, and then, or Liverpool, Southampton and Chelsea, or drop points in those 3 games, and City to win, and they're back on level with us. They're pretty much back on level with us. I think they're within 3 points behind us if we drop points. If we drop points in the next 3 games. The main thing that we need to concentrate on is just trying to rack up that 23 points. And if we rack up that 23 points, regardless of what City do, we win the league. So yeah, we just have to take it as that. But I don't know. At the moment, I'm very, very pessimistic about this game, because our record at Anfield is not great. And I can't see, at this moment in time, I can't see us winning. I mean, we've been lucky as well. Like, we managed to, you know, put in a really good second half performance against Leeds, winning 4-1 in the end, even with like injuries to Saliba and Holding stepping in and all that kind of stuff. And I think, you know, Holding being there and Saliba not being there kind of worries me a little bit. No disrespect to Rob Holding, but I worry that, you know, he gets caught, his head goes in these big games. Like, you remember what happened at Spurs last season when he got himself sent off. Like, was it Spurs or was it Liverpool? I can't remember. But anyway, he got himself sent off in one of these big games, and I'm worried that's going to happen again. It's one of those games that has a feeling like a bad decision is going to go our way, which is going to affect the rest of the season. I might be wrong. We might play them off the park and, you know, or we might smash and grab a 1-0, who knows. But I think if we do manage to get a result, even if we get a draw, I think that will be better for us than it would be for City, I think. Because the more points we rack up over City, the better. You know, as I said, if we manage to get that 23 points, which is what? Well, we need to win. We need to, hang on, 3, 6, 9... 12, 18, 21. So we need to win 6 of our last 9 games, and we can only really lose 1, which I'm hoping. Well, not hoping, but like, if anything, let it be City. I think that's correct anyway. My maths isn't great. I was in bottom set for maths. For those in America and all over the world, that's like the thick class basically. I was an idiot. I was a numbers idiot. So I don't know. That's the thing. We have to try and rack up. That's our main focus, and that we shouldn't be really thinking about City. We should just be thinking about what we're doing. But if we can get a result, you know, in our wildest dreams, a win, get the 3 points at Anfield, I would be more and more confident that we can go and do this, I think. So yeah, if I was going to predict, I don't think they're going to batter us this time, because we've definitely become more competitive. I think that it's more likely that we're going to lose by maybe 2 goals. So I'd probably say like 2-1 or 3-1 would probably be the most realistic thing. I think my heart is telling me we can beat them like 1-0 or 2-0. Because again, there's part of me that's like, it feels like one of those games where we get an early goal and we hold on until like the last minute, and we get something from Martinelli or someone like, or Trossard or someone like that in like the final minutes to just put the game to bed. You know, if Aston Villa can beat them, and I can't remember whether Aston Villa beat them. Who was it? No, that was Chelsea. Aston Villa beat. If Bournemouth can beat them. And I know it was at the Vitality, but yeah, like if Bournemouth can beat them, then surely we can. Yeah, we'll just have to see. We'll just have to see what happens. But it's a big one, and I'll be watching like every game until the rest of the season. All the ones that are on TV, I'll be watching it from behind the sofa. So my heart is telling me 1 or 2-0 to Arsenal. My head is telling me 2-1, 3-1 to Liverpool. I still think that we're going to slip up at some point. I refuse to say, until it's like guaranteed that we're going to win the league, I refuse to say that we're going to win the league. And I know there's going to be a lot of Arsenal fans that will be like, you're not a real fan and all this kind of stuff. But I'm too superstitious. Like the last time I said we might win the league, we lost it in that weekend, or the weekend game and the midweek game after that. So I'm not going to say it. Right, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching this this preview, and thank you for watching the simulation. Enjoy the rest of it if you're staying on for after my talky bits. I will be back again after the game, hopefully buoyant after beating Liverpool at Anfield, but you know, equally as, you know, hopefully optimistic as I can be afterwards. Right, I will see you again on Sunday. Happy egg in advance. Take care and stay safe.
Can he do it? Oh, dealt with by the goalkeeper.
Number 14.
So a personnel change then. Can he deliver it with accuracy? Well, decent effort, but not troubling the keeper too much.
Well, Liverpool have been really incisive today. Their movement, their passing and their end product has been far too much for the opponents here.
And with that, the attack fizzles out. Henderson. Oh, big opportunity. Another goal! The lead grows to 4 now. A rampant display.
Well, as you can see, he gets a touch on this, but it's not quite enough to stop the goal. It was a good effort, though.
And this is turning into something of a rout. 4-0. Emile Smith-Rowe. Long way out. Well, after that attempt, gobbled up by the keeper. Determined defending. Darwin Núñez. An awful lot of green space to run into. Will it be? Oh, a great chance it was. Goalkeeper has it. Good work to win it back high up the pitch. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, fancy footwork. High degree of difficulty to hit it on the volley like that, and it was close.
Well, his skill level is so high, you're absolutely right. That's a great effort on the volley.
Number 7, James Milner.
Now we're inside the final 10 minutes in this one. Cross could be useful. And in the end, no damage done. Oh, lovely incisive pass, but mistimed his run.
Well, he's got the timing all wrong there. He just needs to bide his time.
Thomas Partey. Trossard. Well, he's given us away. Arsenal's free kick here. And the referee deciding to admonish him, but not book him.
I think that's good refereeing.
Well, the bar can be the goalkeeper's best friend. A sloppy pass. Bodies forward, and the break looks on. Alexander-Arnold. It should be. Still alive. And he gobbles up the second chance. Disappointment for the keeper. No wonder he's asking questions of his defence.
Well, here it is again, and I feel a bit sorry for the goalkeeper. He makes a good save to start with, but where are his defenders following in? Instead, it's the attacker who's alert. He gets to the ball first, and it's a good finish.
Oh, my goodness, it's so one-sided. 5-0 in this match. And beating the defender. And that's a straightforward stop. Fabinho. This is Salah. Henderson. And a good-looking ball. The final whistle, and the Gunners go down. They've lost this game. No points picked up. What did you think of it?
Well, Derek, that just wasn't good enough today. A lack of a game plan, too many players below par, and not enough energy all around the pitch. A really worrying performance for me.
But it just seems in this game, he's been a step ahead of his opponents in every way, Stuart.
Well, he did everything today. His energy, skill and movement was just too good for those defenders. It was a really good display.
There's a slide rule pass, and darting through. And a goal! The quick one too, and they've turned this game on its head. Opportunity. Oh, really sound goalkeeping.
Well, that's such a good save, isn't it? How did he keep that one out?
And the keeper throws himself at the ball. Decent progress with the ball at his feet. Well, the goalkeeper in charge of the situation. Well, that's not one for his personal scrapbook, I think it's safe to say.
Well, the manager will be absolutely furious. It's a waste of a...
And over comes the corner. Oh, did so well to deny him. The corner kicks keep on coming. Robertson, in with a chance. And a goal! There he is, at the double. They just can't subdue him. Oh, surely. And determined to grab his hat-trick.
Well, the way he's been playing, that was a chance for the hat-trick, but he just couldn't take it.
Oh, goodness, what's the keeper doing? And fine goalkeeping. And they're making a change. Can he do it? Oh, dealt with by the goalkeeper. So a pass. Henderson. Alexander-Arnold. It should be. Still alive.